Hello from central Vietnam. We are about to enter Phong Nha-Ke National Park, home of the world's largest cave, Sơn Đoòng. This is truly a natural wonder featuring over 220 kilometers of caves and limestone karts landscape. In 2003, the park was recognized as a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site. We're super excited to explore this amazing place. For now, we're going to check into our homestay, get something to eat, and rest up for tomorrow adventures. Wow. It's looking good. Let's see. They have some free bites for us to use. Cool. This homestay sits right on the bank of the river, so let's check out the views. Hammocks, signature relaxing and napping furniture in Vietnam. They everywhere, literally. Wow, what a beautiful view. Well, thank you for following along with us. We can't wait to see more of this beautiful place tomorrow. So our homestay booked this tour for us. It offers an English tour guide. The plan is to tour Phong Nha Botanical Garden and then exploring Phong Nha and Paradise Caves. Let's go!
The Naval Agreement 1954, the use of bridge in the center of Vietnam. That bridge located around 100 kilometers from here to the south, like borderline to divide the country. North of that bridge to Hanoi belong Vietnamese government. South of that bridge to Ho Chi Minh City, before they call it Saigon, belong American Army, and we did not independent yet. And that borderline at 17 parallel, and it also belong the DMZ areas. DMZ does mean demilitarized zone, and that's why in that time only one trail just used it, like Ho Chi Minh Trail, with 3,000 kilometers long, connected the north and the south. But because a lot of bombs down here, and because by the DMZ areas, no site like from Vietnam or America, they could not pass it that far. That's why in Vietnam government, it was really important to open another part of Ho Chi Minh Trail. They choose here phongnhakebangnationalpark to open it that part. And the way we are taking on, that's the part of Ho Chi Minh Trail before, named Trường Sơn Trail. Trường does mean long, Sơn does mean mountain. Trường Sơn does mean long mountain. That trail started from Phong Nha village to Laos border. From Laos, they took on Ho Chi Minh Trail to came to the south to move it drug medicine weapon people from the north supply to the south. It's the best way how did they avoid the DMZ areas. Yeah, and there were around 1,000 people included, young soldier, Viet Cong, volunteer, who joined opening that trail. And in that time, they just around 18 to 20 years old. They were really young, but because it was really important to move it everything for the battlefield. That's why they just did that trail really quick for 4 months, 120 days, and they opened it 125 kilometers long through the mountain, through the jungle. Yeah, really crazy. And a lot of people, young people, they died because of bomb and malaria along this trail. Yeah, in that time, one day they dropped it around 500,000 ton bomb down here. That means one person have to got 7 tons bomb in a day, bomb everywhere. That's why after the war for 20 to 30 years, a lot of bombs still left in Phong Nha Botanical Garden. And for local people here in that time, most of them were logger and hunter. They came to the jungle for logging, hunting, and some of them, they just carry bomb like this. They looking for them and carry bomb home. What did they do? Cut it to remove the explosive powder from bomb to sell for other people to make the money. They knew that it's really dangerous because bomb can explode anytime and they can be died. But in that time, they didn't have another job. Their life still belong to the jungle. That's why they make anything to earn the money for the life. But after that, we have some project from some other country, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, America, Japan, Korea. They came here and helped us destroy and clear the bomb. That's why now, no more bomb, no more malaria in Phong Nha-Ke. Beside bomb like this, B-52. Yeah. This is a picture. How did they drop this Agent Orange down here? Agent Orange were the chemical powder. They burn it the jungle because they want to burn it the shelter of Vietcong and volunteer. But Agent Orange also effective to the human for 3 generations. Now in Vietnam, it's still 3rd generation. Therefore, if you see some people look quite short, but their face look quite old, and some of them no hand, no legs, no eyes, no nose, because they are around 45 to 50 years old right now. But their brain just stopped at 3 or 4 years old. They cannot do anything by themselves. They need support from their family, the government. And I hope that next time no more people affected by Agent Orange in here. Huh? So in Phong Nha-Ke National Park, now no bomb, no malaria, no Agent Orange. Is it clear? That's why we are really relaxing to visit the cave in the peaceful place. And the green color carved back here, that means everything here is clear and safe. Yeah, but and for local people here now, they quit logging and hunting because they get a job from the tourism. Since the cave open for the tourists, especially Hang Sơn Đoòng, the biggest cave in the world, is located around 25 kilometers away from us, open for the tourists. They need a lot of local strongmen like a porter go with them in the jungle to help them carry food, tracking equipment, medicine, or set up the camping site for them. That's why now they get a salary from the tourism and their life is better, much better than before. And for local people here, they don't care so much about the war anymore. They know that the war was gone and stop it. It just happened between 2 countries, and that's why they're happy back and always welcome you come here to visit the cave, enjoy the lake cabin here. So in the opposite side is rescue animal center. They are take care some kind of animals like monkey, langur, gibbon, giraffe, rattle, squirrel, porcupine, some couple of big birds in here like hornbill, and 7 of the tigers over there. It's not a zoo because they just take care of them for a short time. Finally, they will release them to the jungle. Where are that animals? Even local people here quit logging and hunting. Because we have some group of ethnic minority people who live in deep of the jungle. Most popular group is Baru Vân Kiều. They have different language, different culture. And before in the war, they just lived in the cave. After the war, the government found them. And they took really long time to make them agree to move out of the cave and just live in the village right now. They still have this difficult life because they don't know how to speak Vietnamese, how to do farming, how to raise the animal, and that's why their life is still belong to the jungle. And if they want to go to the town or market or hospital, they have to walk it around 15 kilometers to get there to buy the food or something for their life. That means if they want to get married, they have to go to other village to looking for the partner because each village has around 50 to 60 people. They are in the big family, so they cannot get married with the people in same village. That's why they have to go to other village. Huh? And now the government try to teaching them how to speak Vietnamese to communicate with us. In Vietnam, there are 80% are King people and 80% are ethnic minority people. For 20%, they have their own language. That's why the main language is Vietnamese. We have to teach them. Yeah, and the government support them. Provide some cow and buffalo for them to raise, some pig maybe, but it's not enough for their life. That's why some of them still go to the jungle and hunting. It's illegal, but under control of the government. That's why government and ranger team, they're working really hard to always check in the house, their village or the jungle. If they find the animal from them, they rescue the animal, then bring them to rescue animal center. take care of them for a short time, 2 months, 3 months, and when all of them get better, they free them back to the jungle. And for the tigers in there, we don't have wild tiger in Phong Nha, but they rescued that 7 tiger in the north since they was a baby, 7 kilogram each, because some guys tried to transfer them from Cambodia to other country, and they catch it by policemen in Vietnam. After rescue, they bring that 7 tiger to tiger sound.
Oh.
Yeah. After 2 years stay here, they get really big. That's why they sound quite loud, huh? It's around 200 kilogram each right now. Now the government let them live to each other in the bigger house with the cage and with the locker to training the attack skill for them. Because before, when they lived in the separate cage, they since they was a baby, they lose the attack skill. If they want to go back to the jungle, they have to like to training the attack skill. It's like one of restoring wildlife skill for them to catching the food by themselves. Yeah, but it's quite difficult. That's why for the tiger, they have to live in there longer time than other animals. They already released a lot of monkey, langur, gibbon, rabbit, peacock, hornbill. But for the tiger, they live in there longer time. Why? If they want to free them, they have to make sure the tiger will not go back to the rescue animal center and stay habit. It's not safe for the tiger, not safe for the human as well. And they have to make sure the tiger eat in the wild environment, in the food for the tiger. Yeah, and I hope that next time it's able to free them and we'll have wild tiger in Phong Nha. For the animals in there, finally they have to go home, go back to the jungle. That's why we should not go to visit them today. Huh? If we come to visit them, they think that we're feeding them and they be more friendly. After that, they don't want to leave their cave, their cage, and they don't want to go to the jungle anymore. That's why today we just visit the waterfall. But the ticket that you buy in Botanic Garden today from your tour booking, they used to buy the food to feeding the animals there. That's the best way you guys supporting for animals in Phong Nha. Huh? Thank you so much for coming here and supporting us. Now we take the time to visit the animals museum. They are not still alive because it's just taxidermy, but they are available in the wild jungle. Today, if we get lucky enough, we may see. mountain, and then you will get to the entrance. But as you know that this talk is the summer holidays of most Vietnamese, therefore it's more busy in summer where also in the Paradise Cave is really famous and a lot of people want to come here to see. Therefore it's more crowded in the entrance. Now it's more quiet. Therefore I would like to take around 10 to 15 minutes to share you the information about the limestone formation, cave formation, and then you will have time to walking up to the mountain. And when you arrive to the entrance, take 2 or 3 minutes cool down, and then you have an hour to explore the Paradise Cave. It's like your free time. Yeah. So the name of this cave is Paradise Cave. Was discovered by local man. His name is Ho Khánh. He's around 55 years old right now, and he lives in Phong Nha village. He's also the guy who discovered the biggest cave in the world, Sơn Đoòng. That's why he's really famous right now. And you know that there are 4 biggest caves in the world. The first one is Sơn Đoòng. It is considered like first biggest cave in the world. Second biggest cave in the world is Deer Cave in Malaysia. Third biggest cave in the world is Vang Anh Cave. It's located 5 kilometers before go to Sơn Đoòng, biggest cave in the world. 4 biggest cave in the world is Hang Big Peak. It's also located in Phong Nha too. That means we have 3 in 4 biggest cave in the world. That's why Phongnhakebangnationalpark is recognized like the kingdom of caving. We have over 400 caves in here, but there are just around 30 caves already open for the tourists. Why we do have so many caves in here? Because we surrounded by the mountain, and the kind of the mountain is limestone or karst, which formed around 350 to 400 million years ago. In that time, only Phong Nha-Ke National Park was the bottom of the oceans. Animals live in the ocean like fish, snail, shellfish, coral. They died because of lowering of sea level, water, or climate change. After that, they left their bones in the bottom, and their bones compose calcium carbonate, main thing to grade of the limestone. Then they earthquake or volcano. They make their sea animal bones build up in layers. On the top of the layers were the mountain, and the kind of the mountain is limestone or karst. And when you have a look up to the mountain, you will see white is the white color because it came from calcium carbonate from the Dead Sea animal bones color before. Yeah, it's also the main kind of the mountain in here, karst or limestone. After limestone mountain system formed, cave formed later. Rainwater will compose with acid fall down, with acid from the rainfall. The deposit called calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide from the limestone. Then they make limestone had a crack. First that crack just more tiny, but for a long time, more rainfall, more deposit calcium carbonate, they make that crack get bigger, and after 150 to 250 million years, that crack became the cave. After the cave formation, we have the stalactite and stalagmite system in the cave. Stalactite is grow out from the ceiling. Stalagmite is grow up from the floor. So normally the stalactite look tiny and smaller than stalagmite, but they are forming from the water. And where's water come from? They come from the rainfall. Rainfall, they come to the cave from the crack in the mountain. Each drop of the water from the rainfall, they could deposit calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. They hanging in the sea. They drip to the floor, and then stalagmites grow up. But if that drop of the water, they could not deposit calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. They hanging in the ceiling, and then stalactite grow down. Sometimes stalactite grow down, stalagmites grow up, and if they can meet to each other, they make the stalagmite column will be forming. But it was faster than other place. How long is does take? Each drop of stalactite and stalagmite can grow with speed 0.13 millimeter in a year, really tiny. To have a big set of stalactite and stalagmites in the cave, they took around 5 million to 50 million years. Sometimes it's 60 million years. That means in 10 or 20 years, we cannot see how do they grow up. Yeah, and normally the color of stalactite and stalagmite are white color, right? It's like that. But right in the cave, you will see a lot of color on them, like red, brown, blue, green, or black. Because volcano happened in here long time ago. After stop it, volcano left a lot of sediment on the limestone, like iron mineral, copper mineral, coal mineral. That minerals effective to the color of stalactite and stalagmite. Red brown color came from iron mineral. Blue green color came from copper mineral, and black color came from coal mineral. Sometimes they mix it to each other and make stalactite, stalagmite more colorful, more beautiful. It's the reason why they give a name for this cave is Paradise Cave, because it's beautiful, gorgeous like paradise or heaven. Yeah, same with the water color in the river in Phong Nha. Why the water in the river here, like that cave of Phong Nha Cave, is look more blue in the summer season from February to July? Because the main current is come from underground river. It's deposit copper mineral from the mountain. That's why they make the water is more blue than other place. But we also have a current which come from Laos. Therefore, whenever in Laos flooding, they bring more mud and soil. That's why they make the river in Phong Nha is also high up. Sometimes it's flooding too, and the water is changed to red color because of soil and muddy. Yeah, but now after 10 days, the water in the river is changed to the blue color already. When you go to the dark cave in Phong Nha Cave, you will see it's not red color anymore. So the Paradise Cave was discovered by Mr. Ho Khánh in 2005. That time when he came here, he just walking around there and he discovered the entrance up there. But the entrance of the cave looked really small and he didn't think that it's a big cave. That's why he just stopped it outside and then came back home. After at home, he always think about the cave because he feels the cool air comes from there and he guessed that it may be long cave and may be connected by other exit. That's why in the middle of 2005, he came there again and he used head top to walk into the cave and he found that behind a small entrance, it's really huge and massive cave. But it's like underground cave, therefore he must to climb down to get to the bottom. But the light was not enough for him to walk it longer. That's why after 500 meters, he stopped it again and came back home. Then he reported the cave to government, and the government invited the British Caving Association, caving experts from England. They came here and they took 5 years to survey total of 31.4 kilometers of the Paradise Cave. And in 2010, Paradise Cave is open for the tourists. But right now, government just allowed to open first kilometer inside. Therefore, we go in and go back at 1 kilometer. Yeah. So, and the biggest cave in the world, Hang Sơn Đoòng. Hang does mean cave, Sơn does mean mountain. Đoòng is the name of ethnic minority people who live along the way to the cave. They combine it and even name for that cave is Hang Sơn Đoòng. Was discovered by him in 1990. But that time when he and some other guys, they were the logger and hunter, came to the cave and they just hide already there. That's why after came back home, all of them forgot the travel to the cave until 2009. Mr. Ho Khánh, he came there again and he tried to remember the way to the cave. Finally, he got that. That's why only Mr. Ho Khánh is the guy who discovered the biggest cave in the world. And in 2013, Hang Sơn Đoòng is open for the tourists with the price is $3,000 per person. But you have to do 4 days, 3 nights in there. It's around $69 million. You're gonna camping in the cave for 2 nights and 1 night camping in the third largest cave in the world. That's why the price for that is really expensive. It took maximum only 10 people, but there are around 20 people. They are local strongmen. Go with you to help you carry food and trekking equipment. And they just allow for 400 people go to the cave in a year. This year is already fully booked. If you want to go, you have to wait for next year. They are going to take a rest time because of rainy season also flooding in here from the end of September to the end of November. They will reopen the tour in early of December. Yeah, so if you want to go there, make reservation next time. So because a lot of caves opening in here, that's why they help local people get a job from the tourism. That's why they make the local people life here better. Now there are 2 ways up there, up to the Paradise Cave. One in the right side with the flat but like zigzag way, 600 meters. One in the left side with the stair, 524 stairs. I highly recommend to you take the zigzag way to go up, and we will take the stairway to go down here after the cave. It's better for our niche, and you will have 2 different experiences with that. The temperature in the cave always 18 to 20 degrees. It makes the cave like an air conditioner. It is cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. But when we walk up, we feel really hot and sweaty. We need time to cool down there. If you go to the cave immediately, it's easy to get heat shock. Yeah, to better for ourselves, we should take the 2 minutes cool down in there when you arrive. And then you have an hour to explore the cave. The entrance of the cave is really small, but from that you can feel it, the cool air come from there. Because the Paradise Cave has 3 entrances. That three entrances connecting to each other. The first one we are going now. Second one is connected to other mountain, and the last entrance is connected maybe in Laos and also the end of the cave. No one have been there. Only caving experts from England. They have been to the end. That's why they know how long of the cave and how big of the cave. The entrance site is around 42 meter wide, 1.5 meter high. Therefore, you have to mind your head when you go down. But after the small entrance for half meter, it's really huge and massive cave, 100 meter wide from this side to other side. But you have to walking downstairs to get to the bottom. It's really steep, over 200 stairs. Therefore, you have to mind your step when you go down too. After 100 meters, just keep walking along the flat bridge to take 900 meters more. Do not stop at that point, huh? We can keep going until you see the end of the bridge. It's also the end of 1 kilometer. Stop, take the last picture, then we go back in the same way. Yeah, and the average height is around 60 to 80 meters from the floor to the ceiling. But there is a highest place that in first kilometer, 120 meter height from the floor to the ceiling. It makes us feeling we are really small in front of the nature that can allow to make a high building, 15 floors in there. And there are some animals live in the cave. That easy to see like bats or swallow. But other animals like cave cricket, spider, gecko, they live in the cave as well. But most of spider in Vietnam is not poisonous. If you see them, don't be scary. They never bite you. Yeah, and most of animals live in the cave. They are blind because before the cave is covered, they live in dark environment for a long time. Their eyes doesn't work. That's why most of them are blind. Now it's get busy day after day in the cave. They're scary, and that's why they move to live in deep of the cave. It's quite difficult to see them, or they are in the shade, so we cannot see them as well. And there's something effect to the cave. First, human voice. Second, human activity. Therefore, during the time in the cave, please should not speak too loud. Just talk enough for us to hearing to each other. And because our voice can affect to the cave, and please do not step on stalagmite, turn on stalactite, oil and sweaty from our hand. Stand on the stalactite and stalagmite and make them stop. They cannot move anymore. If you see someone do that, maybe they are in the different group than us. Please remind them and stop them. They don't know about this, but we know we should remind and stop them. We need to preserve for next generation. Busy is good for business, but it's also affecting the environment. We can do better if we less activity on them. That's why all the information from our tour, you always getting outside of the cave. Now when we go up there, it does take around 10 to 15 minutes. You arrive at 11:50. Then you have an hour. It's like your flexible time, your free time. You will go back to the entrance at 12:15. If you go back earlier, take a seat in the waiting house there to feeling the cool air, waiting for the group. When everybody enough nearby the entrance, we take the stairway to go down together. Okay? Yeah. So we are in the happy group right now. If you have any question, problem, please let me know. Yeah. Is it clear information, everybody?
Yes.
Do you have any other question now? If not, now we start walking up.